Imagine a vast, ancient continent, a motherland of humanity nestled in the heart of the Pacific Ocean. Long before recorded history, this sprawling landmass, known to legend as Mu, was said to be a paradise on Earth, a cradle of magnificent and profoundly advanced civilization. The people of Mu, sometimes called the Nakals, were described as masters of both science and spirit, living in perfect harmony with nature. Their cities, built from gleaming white stone, were architectural marvels powered by energies we can only dream of. They were said to possess telepathic abilities, advanced astronomical knowledge, and a deep understanding of the cosmic forces that govern our universe. This was a golden age, a period of unparalleled peace and enlightenment that supposedly lasted for millennia. According to the legends, it was from Mu that wisdom spread across the globe, influencing the great ancient cultures of Egypt, Greece, India, and the Americas, leaving an indelible mark on humanity's earliest chapters. But this idyllic world was not destined to last. In a single terrifying day, the continent was consumed by the sea. A cataclysm of unimaginable proportions. Earthquakes that shattered the foundations of the world, volcanic eruptions that blotted out the sun, and colossal waves that swallowed cities whole. The great civilization of Mu, with all its wisdom and wonders, vanished without a trace, leaving behind nothing but a vast empty ocean and a handful of scattered survivors who would carry the memory of their drowned homeland for generations. Is this merely a myth? A fanciful tale born from our collective desire for a lost paradise? The legend was first brought to the Western world by writer James Churchward, who claimed to have deciphered ancient tablets in India that told the complete story. Mainstream science dismisses the idea of a lost Pacific continent as geological fantasy, yet tantalizing clues persist, from mysterious underwater formations to uncanny similarities in ancient symbols found on opposite sides of the world. Could a continent truly sink beneath the waves? And if it did, what secrets lie buried in the crushing depths of the Pacific? This is the enduring mystery of the lost continent of Mu. The story of Mu first appeared in the 19th century, when explorers and mystics spoke of a forgotten land older than Egypt or Mesopotamia. A cradle of humanity now lost beneath the sea. The legend of Mu is not just a myth for those who believe. For them, it is a history waiting to be rediscovered, its evidence hiding in plain sight. The trail often begins here, on the most remote inhabited island on Earth, Rapa Nui, or Easter Island. Hundreds of colossal stone figures, the Moai, stand silent vigil. How did an isolated culture quarry, transport, and erect these multi-ton giants? Proponents of Mu see not the work of islanders, but the last vestiges of a continental empire's outpost, a society with knowledge far beyond its time. Half a world away, another enigma rises from the water, Nan Madol in Micronesia, a sprawling city of nearly 100 artificial islets built atop a coral reef with massive basalt logs, some weighing 50 tons. Local legends speak of magic, of twin sorcerers who levitated the stones into place. For Mu theorists, this magic was simply advanced technology. They ask, could this incredible feat of engineering, this Venice of the Pacific, truly have been built without a powerful, centralized civilization to support it? A civilization like Mu? Across the vast expanse of the ocean, the pattern seems to repeat, forming a tantalizing breadcrumb trail. Are these the independent achievements of brilliant seafaring cultures, as mainstream science suggests, or are they echoes of a single great motherland? This is where the battle lines are drawn. Geologists are firm. Plate tectonics shows no evidence of a sunken continent in the Pacific. Archaeologists attribute these wonders to the profound ingenuity of the Austronesian peoples. Yet the search for definitive proof continues. Researchers scour dig sites not just for common tools, but for an anomaly that could rewrite history. They hunt for the kind of evidence James Churchward himself claimed to have seen. Sacred tablets from an ancient brotherhood, detailing Mu's glory and its cataclysmic end. The artifacts we have found are fascinating, telling powerful stories of the cultures that created them. But the question lingers, fueled by the sheer scale and mystery of these sites. Were these the isolated works of genius, or are they the last haunting remains of a vanished world? Some claim Mu was connected to other great civilizations. Ancient myths from India, Central America, and even Egypt tell of lands swallowed by the ocean. Could they all point to the same forgotten continent? Modern science, however, argues there is no geological evidence for a continent like Mu. The Pacific Ocean floor is too young, but the legends persist, and new discoveries keep the mystery alive. So, where does this leave us on our quest for the lost continent of Mu? Is it a myth, a tale born from the esoteric writings of a 19th century traveler? Is it a misunderstood story, a cultural memory of a real catastrophe distorted through time? Or could it be a genuine lost chapter of human history, a motherland of civilization erased from the world's memory by a cataclysm of unimaginable scale? The answer remains tantalizingly out of reach, shrouded by the depths of the Pacific. As a myth, Mu holds an undeniable power. It taps into the universal human archetype of a lost paradise, a golden age from which we have fallen. Like Atlantis, the story of Mu speaks to a deep-seated longing for a past that was more enlightened and peaceful. It's a narrative of profound loss, but also one of enduring hope, a belief that humanity was once greater and perhaps could be again. This romantic vision of a spiritually advanced civilization living in harmony before a dramatic fall has inspired countless books and spiritual movements. It's a story that resonates not because of evidence, but because of the philosophical questions it forces us to ask about our own destiny. However, when we turn from myth to modern science, the foundations of Mu begin to crumble. The primary obstacle is geology. The theory of plate tectonics shows how continents drift, but it does not allow for a continent-sized landmass to simply sink beneath the waves in the Pacific. The oceanic crust is fundamentally different from continental crust. It's denser and thinner. For it to vanish would violate the known laws of physics. Furthermore, extensive sonar mapping of the Pacific floor has revealed no evidence of a sunken continent. Archaeologists and geneticists also draw a blank. If Mu were the motherland of civilizations as diverse as ancient Egypt and the Maya, we would expect to find a clear linguistic trail. None exists. Genetic studies trace human migration in patterns that directly contradict the idea of a single Pacific origin point. And yet, the mystery persists. It endures because of anomalies that science has yet to fully explain. How do we account for the striking similarities in symbols and flood myths found in cultures separated by thousands of miles of ocean? Coincidence, or echoes of a forgotten connection? And what are we to make of the enigmatic underwater structures that continue to fuel the debate? The Yonaguni Monument off the coast of Japan, with its massive terrace stones and seemingly carved right angles, remains a point of fierce contention. While many geologists argue it's a natural formation, others who have dived the site are not so sure. These lingering questions act as cracks in the wall of scientific certainty, allowing the dream of Mu to seep through. Ultimately, the search for Mu may be a search for something that never was, but the absence of definitive proof is not the same as definitive disproof. The ocean remains the last great frontier on our own planet, with over 80% of its depth still unmapped and unexplored. Who can say with certainty what secrets lie buried beneath miles of water and millennia of sediment? Whether a myth, a misunderstood story, or a lost chapter of human history, Mu continues to fascinate explorers, researchers, and dreamers worldwide. The truth about Mu may forever be lost to the abyss, but the mystery endures. It is a powerful reminder that there are still wonders hidden in the deep, and that the greatest stories are not always the ones we can prove, but the ones that inspire us to keep searching. So what do you believe? Is Mu a work of fiction, a geological impossibility? Or is it a whisper of a truth we have long forgotten? Let us know in the comments below, legend or reality. If you enjoyed this journey into the unknown and want to continue exploring the greatest mysteries of our past, make sure to like this video, subscribe to Digging the Unknown, and hit that notification bell. You'll never miss another expedition into the fascinating and forgotten corners of history.